Welcome to this Monday edition of Tullahoma 6 News in HD. I'm Jamie Treadwell. Coming up, we'll hear about some events happening around town this month, and we'll bring you an update on Thursday's train derailment. First on 6, Thursday night, Tullahoma police responded to a report of a shooting at Tullahoma Village Apartments on Franklin Street. One person has been reported as being shot in the pelvis, and there's an unconfirmed dead on arrival, but currently no other details are available as police piece together the details of what occurred. We will continue to update you as more information becomes available. Crews continued working to clear debris from Thursday's CSX train derailment near the Tullahoma city limits on 41A. 20 cars were involved in the derailment. However, there were no injuries or hazardous materials involved. We caught up with Scott Smith, Director of Franklin County Emergency Management, to learn more.
Yes, this rail line is what they call one of their main lines. And the most hazardous area they have, of course, is in Sherwood on top of the Key Springs Mountain area, but they do have them on flat ground as well. So there's no guarantee that there's not going to be a train derailment inside a municipal area or out in the urban areas. Their first priority is first life safety, of course, and then they have to get things put back for commerce. Because again, that is a main line that runs north and south of the United States. So there's a lot of rail traffic goes through the city limits of Tullahoma through Franklin County. Total, there was 20 cars affected in this incident. Currently, they have all the cars cleaned up. The railway is back open for slow traffic. They're having an investigation on the incident. At this point, they haven't been able to really dig into the cause. What their cleanup is right now, there was no hazardous material involved. There was no fire. Luckily, it was a pretty clean train wreck, if you can have one. Most of the containers were empty at this point. The only container that was full of plastic pellets. So they removed that car and all its remains last night. But their first priority is to get the rail lines open. So they will take some of the old discarded cars that were damaged in the wreck and put them to the side. And then later they will come back and then clean that off the side of the easement of the railroad track. Yes, we have caution signs up and road crews are out. They're finished their initial cleanup. And I want the public to be aware that for the next week or so, there may be trucks entering and exiting the roadway and off the shoulder in that area, so please use caution. If you see the amount of debris and wreckage there, it's a fairly short time. The incident occurred around 2:30 p.m. on Thursday, and by approximately 4 a.m., they had the rail cleared and ready for traffic. Most of those cars, they had a variance of cars in there. There were some regular freight cars. There were a couple of container cars that were tanker cars, low pressure tanker cars that were there. They concerned us at first, but they were empty, luckily. Well, the incident was first reported, of course, by CSX. All trains have a satellite system on them, so they have a dispatch system in Jacksonville, Florida, that tracks all the train traffic. If an incident occurs inside a city or even out in the wilderness area like the mountainous areas in Franklin County, that satellite system relays the incident to their dispatch system. They in turn call us and TEMA. So they got our local guys involved in responding to the incident as well. So the first people that were out there were Tullahoma Police and Franklin County Sheriff's Office, and they started out with traffic control and trying to make sure all the trucks got in and off the road safely. While everybody else was sleeping, I got a lot of calls about all the lighting, and it looked like UFOs had landed, and there was, but there was a lot of folks and a lot of heavy equipment that was out there cleaning that mess.
A lot was going on Thursday. On Thursday around noon, the Tullahoma Police Department initiated a pursuit of a stolen vehicle that ended in a Franklin County cornfield. Authorities were able to apprehend one of the males in the stolen truck, but the other fled on foot and attempted to evade police in a nearby cornfield. The Tullahoma Police, in conjunction with Franklin County, Estill Springs, and Winchester law enforcement, conducted an extensive search of the area with the aid of a THP helicopter. Then, thinking outside the box, law enforcement, with assistance from farmers Gerald Ferguson and Dusty Matlock, used a high cropper sprayer to force the suspect out of the field where he was taken into custody. Blood Assurance currently has critically low blood supply and needs your help. Blood Assurance needs to maintain a 5-day supply of each type of blood, and currently there's less than a 1-day supply of B negative, A negative, and O positive, because typically there are fewer blood donations in the summer months. To be eligible to donate, you must be 18 years old and have parental consent if you're 16 to 17 years old, and you must weigh at least 110 pounds and be in overall good health. Before donating, drink plenty of fluids and eat a meal rich in iron. You can call Blood Assurance for more information at 800-962-0628 or visit Blood Assurance at 625 North Jackson Street. And sometime between Monday evening at 5 p.m. and Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., a 2009 white Dodge Ram 1500 work truck with a small trailer was stolen. The truck had Brothers Implement Case IH decals, and if you have any information regarding this, you can contact the Manchester Police Department at 728-3598. And if you're on your cell phone while driving today, you'll need to be using a hands-free device, otherwise you could be facing a fine. Beginning today, drivers across the state of Tennessee are prohibited from holding or physically supporting a phone while driving. Hands-free devices such as earpieces, headphone devices, or devices worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication are allowed, as well as dashboard mounts. Tennessee is the 19th state to pass such a bill. A first violation will result in a $50 fine. The third violation or a violation resulting in a crash will be a $100 fine, and fines increase to $200 in work and school zones when they are active. There are some notable exclusions for law enforcement officers, first responders, and utility workers using their phones for work-related matters, and anyone making an emergency call. The state Senate passed the ban in a 23-7 vote in April. And at this month's Chamber Coffee, hosted by Resource MFG, several first-time attendees spoke about why they decided to join the Chamber. Here's a look.
Have had an incredibly busy month at the Chamber of Commerce. I've seen so many of your faces in so many different ways, and we thank you so much. So we just wrapped up our 29th annual Chamber Classic sponsored by First Vision Bank. It was a great event. We of course had a rain out our first try, but it did not deter us because we came back and had an amazing event with great weather, and everyone had a really good time. Our third flight winner was Coca-Cola. Our second flight winner, Smart Bank, and our first flight winner, L&H Distributing. So truly, without our board and our ambassadors, we could not have pulled that event off. So Hope and I truly appreciate everyone who stepped up and helped us with that event. Particular Nancy Fuller, I see her face in the crowd. She sat on that hole and watched that hole-in-one all afternoon. So, you know, it was sunny, so we appreciated you. So the next thing we have, we are, of course, hiring for a marketing and communications coordinator. So, Michelle, we definitely agree. We are certainly looking for that diamond amongst those 100 people. So we're feeling that 2.5 person average as well. So
I would like to welcome for Tennova Healthcare Harton. We have a new Chief Nursing Officer standing over there. This is Marilyn Smith, and she just started week 2. She came from South Carolina, and I'm going to let her tell about herself. But we welcome Marilyn Smith, our Chief Nursing Officer.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. This is brand new in this area, but it's very exciting. And my goal is to be here for a long time. Thank you.
These things always embarrass me. So, hi everybody, I'm Becky Charlton. I work for Bowman Media, which has Duck Radio, Rooster, and Whiskey Country radio stations. I'm thrilled to be here. I recently moved to Bell Buckle from Nashville, so have a lot of things in common with our new members. Anyway, that's me.
Hi, I'm Terry Bryan. I'm from Bradford Health Services in Manchester. This is my first time here, and I'm here with John Buffington, our clinical director, and it's a pleasure to be here. So if anybody has any family or issues in that substance abuse, then just give us a holler, okay?
Hi, I'm Lou Nave, and I'm representing Congressman John Rose, who is your U.S. Congressman for District 6, and I am roundabout the area specifically assigned to Coffee County. So if you have any issues or any contacts you'd like to make with the Congressman, of course you can reach out directly or certainly reach out with me and we'll share those issues. Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll hear from a local radio station that celebrated their 1-year anniversary. And we'll bring you highlights from Tullahoma Utilities Authority Solar Farm ribbon cutting. So stay with us.
Miller Lite and Michelob Ultra invite you to celebrate America's independence at Tullahoma's Fraser McEwen Park, Wednesday, July 3rd. Gates open at 3 p.m. and world-class fireworks start at 9. This is a free event that has something for everyone. Live music from Six Wire and vinyl radio, a kids zone, petting zoo, food, fun, games, and more. The City of Tullahoma, Miller Lite, and Michelob Ultra invite everyone to Fraser McEwen Park, July 3rd for the Tullahoma Independence Day Regional Celebration. And don't miss the downtown after party at London's.
You wanna dance?
Check out Stingray Music on TV. Now available, the new Stingray Music mobile app, free with your TV subscription. Stingray Music, all good vibes.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Cool off at Southern Middle Tennessee's newest water park, Tullahoma's Splash Island. Fun for all ages. 3 25-foot water slides, lazy river, fun water features for toddlers, tasty food items available. All this and more, only $5 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 4 to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 6. Join the fun at Tullahoma's Splash Island.
Welcome back to Tullahoma 6 News in HD. After more than a year of planning, the TUA solar farm is now a reality. In recent years, the cost of building a solar farm has come down, and TUA sees the opportunity to bring the benefits of generating their own solar power to customers. Here are some highlights from the event.
We're all lucky to have a company that completes projects such as this for the benefits of the Tullahoma community. Introducing fiber to the premise, and not only fiber, but the fastest fiber speeds around. TUA Light Tube services more than 3,800 fiber customers today. In 2011, TUA began the installation of advanced metering for electric and water. With this automated system, the electric distribution system can be continuously monitored. That means power outages are detected quickly, and excessive water usage can be reported to the customer sooner. This automation will ensure TUA can meet the needs of its customers and help customers find a more informed decision of when and how they use their utilities. TUA recently replaced all of the streetlights in the city and saved the city approximately $80,000 a year in street lighting cost. And now, the new TUA solar farm. We're pleased to offer customers this opportunity to participate in our new community solar program. This helps us all breathe a little easier knowing that our carbon footprint is being reduced right here at home in Tullahoma. The business model is really changing, and utilities, at least the smart ones, are heavily adapting in order to innovate on technology and redefine their business. As always, the primary driver will continue to be our customers.
But I just want to say, as Mr. Cope said, we're really excited to do the ribbon cutting on this 240 kilowatt solar farm. This farm will generate enough energy year-round to power approximately 28 households. And as solar becomes more affordable, solar will continue to become a larger part of the power mix with TVA and the end-use customer. To give you an example of cost, TUA built this farm, and this is including the ground cover, which we have not put on yet, and the fencing, for about $1, just under $1.50 per installed watt. And that price would have been more than double 5 years ago. So pricing for solar continues to go down, and it makes it more affordable. Solar is a great answer to part of your energy needs. It is not the answer to all your energy needs. That's the one thing. Solar is not going to replace, in our lifetimes probably, all of the energy that we require, but they certainly will become a larger and larger part of the mix. On behalf of the Tullahoma Utilities Authority, their board, their customers, and the employees, we're christening and cutting the ribbon on this new solar farm. 2 cuts. All right.
Our news partner, Bowman Media, has been entertaining the community and growing for several years now. And last year, on July the 4th, they introduced the area to Whiskey Country FM. They play country hits from the last few decades and keep listeners up to date on the news. They'll be celebrating their 1-year anniversary of the station at the office headquartered upstairs in the historic Coker's building. Here's on-air personality Matthew Jackson to tell us more.
That's right. July 4th, actually, Whiskey Country will be a year old. And we're going to be celebrating up here for the public on July 5th because everybody's going to be off on July 4th and with their family. So July 5th, we're going to hold a birthday party for our station becoming a year old. We'd just like to invite everybody to come out, tour our studios, see where we're at. We're here locally, meet our personalities on the air. We've also got some of our stickers, bumper stickers we've got in. We've got some pins, and you can also get some t-shirts like I've got right here. Check that out as well. We're also going to have some brownies from the Cheesecakery and some soda and stuff as well. Just inviting people out and check out our studios where we're at. 105.1, and if you're in Shelbyville or Lynchburg, we also have a special frequency for you. That is 95.9. Yeah, we actually have a pretty good playlist. We have some 80s and 90s, lots of 90s music, 2000s and today's country as well. So, you know, if you love that 90s country, you definitely want to tune in to us and check that out because we got a lot of that. Okay, the hours for the birthday bash is our office hours, 9 to 5. We're located 401 Wilson Avenue, upstairs in the Coker building. You got to come around the Coke machine, and we're up the stairs in the Coker building. You can't miss it. Come out here and have a great time. And always tune in to us, 105.1 and 95.9. Fitz is in the morning, 6 until 10, and you can always catch me 3 to 7 on Whiskey Country.
This month, the Cheesecakery will be offering a Summer Sweets Baking and Decorating Camp for children ages 4 to 10 on July 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Cost is $60 per child, and for up-to-date information on the camps as well as daily flavors available for purchase, keep an eye on the Cheesecakery Facebook page. The Cheesecakery is open from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Friday and from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. And for custom orders, you can email your order at order.cheesecakerytn@gmail.com or just call 581-0875. Now I'm in the mood for some cheesecake. On July 3rd, don't miss the Tullahoma Independence Day Regional Celebration at Grider Stadium. Gates open at 3 p.m. and there will be plenty of food, beverages, and vendors to visit before the fireworks begin. And be sure to stay after the fireworks celebration to hear bands Vinyl Records and Six Wire, who will also be playing before the fireworks. And following the bands after that, there'll be an after party at London's. Also, be sure to take advantage of the shuttle from Northgate Mall, and the shuttle will be running continuously during the event to help ferry people to and from the parking lot at Northgate Mall. And on July 9th, don't miss the Chick-fil-A cruise-in from 5 to 8 p.m. at 1708 North Jackson Street. See all your favorite classic cars and new additions as well. And July 9th is also Cow Appreciation Day. So Doodles the Cow will be on hand to meet and greet. So be sure to dress up like a cow because you also get free chicken that day when you're dressed like Doodles. There will be lots of fun and activities for children and adults. And this month's cruise-in benefits the Child Development Center and is sponsored by Chick-fil-A, Southern Wheels in Motion, and WCDT Radio.
I didn't know the cow had a name.
Doodles the Cow. I had to Google it, Randy, I'll be honest. The new light tube yard signs are in, and winning $100 just got easier. Simply call the news hotline at 571-7186 and give us your name and address, and a sign will be delivered to you. Each week, our roving sign hunter goes out looking for those new addresses, proudly displaying the light tube yard sign. And if yours is spotted, you could be our next yard sign winner of the month. And get your tickets now for the River Music Fest at Normandy Lake with Live and Let Die, the music of Paul McCartney, featuring Tony Kishman, Chase Clanton and the Vintage Vibes, and many others will be performing that evening as well. Tickets are just $35 and benefit the Arrowhead Ranch for Boys. The event is August the 3rd, and they are expecting a sellout, so you can order your tickets now by going to www.arrowheadranch.net or by calling 931-857-4000. Coming up next on Tullahoma 6 News in HD, we'll have your work week weather forecast for you. And not only weather, but we'll also have a look at local sports, so stay with us.
Miller Lite and Michelob Ultra invite you to celebrate America's independence at Tullahoma's Fraser McEwen Park, Wednesday, July 3rd. Gates open at 3 p.m. and world-class fireworks start at 9. This is a free event that has something for everyone. Live music from Six Wire and vinyl radio, a kids zone, petting zoo, food, fun, games, and more. The City of Tullahoma, Miller Lite, and Michelob Ultra invite everyone to Fraser McEwen Park, July 3rd for the Tullahoma Independence Day Regional Celebration. And don't miss the downtown after party at London's.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Cool off at Southern Middle Tennessee's newest water park, Tullahoma's Splash Island. Fun for all ages. 3 25-foot water slides, lazy river, fun water features for toddlers, tasty food items available. All this and more, only $5 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 4 to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 6. Join the fun at Tullahoma's Splash Island.
Does your family love to stream movies and use multiple Wi-Fi enabled devices? But are you finding out that your run-of-the-mill router simply can't keep up? Don't worry, LightTube has you covered with our internet router service for only $9.95 per month. Get back to what your family loves doing. Call us today at 455-4515 to learn more.
And we can't forget National Day, which today is one of my favorite national days. It's Ginger Snap Cookie Day. Ginger Snaps are cookies typically made from molasses, cloves, ginger, cinnamon, and brown sugar. They're a combination of sweet and spicy and have long been enjoyed for generations. Ginger Snaps are a healthy alternative to other cookies since they are generally lower in calories than other cookies and have additional benefits. For example, ginger, cinnamon, and clove are all anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties and may help fight heart disease, and cinnamon is known to lower the amount of glucose in the bloodstream. Ginger helps aid digestion, and cloves help prevent oral diseases and headaches, and the best way to observe is to make a batch of ginger snaps and bring them to me. Or you can use hashtag National Ginger Snap Day and post on social media. And Randy, did you know that's the only thing I could eat when I was in my second trimester? Ginger snaps. That's true. Now on to the weather. I know. Well, actually it helped with morning sickness. High of 94 and a low of 70 today, and as you can see, a little bit of cloud coverage, so maybe it won't feel quite so hot. Let's see what the rest of the week looks like. Well, get ready for some storms on Wednesday. They're coming in at a 30% chance, and it stays 30% pretty much until Friday and increases just a little bit, so a little bit more greater chance for some thunderstorms on your weekend, but we didn't have any rain this weekend, so we can't really complain. Yeah, truly. And so, you know, got to have a little rain this week, so get your grass cut by Tuesday. And that is your week in weather. Let's look at sports now. And co-founders Faith Few and Caitlin Smith of Racing for Miracles held their annual barrel race event for the organization at the Southern Tennessee Pavilion in Winchester. The event was open to all equestrians, and this year Few chose the cardiac unit at Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt in Nashville to receive all the proceeds. And that's all the proceeds from that event. This was the third year for the event, and if you're interested in becoming a part of the organization, you can check out their Facebook page, Racing for Miracles. Senior Megan Dodd from Lynchburg recently collected a $145,000 archery scholarship that she will be putting to use at the University of Tennessee Martin in the fall. Dodd made a complete sweep at the state level, taking first in the 3D tournament and outdoor competition. Her performance led her to being selected as the Shooter of the Year in Tennessee for the indoor and outdoor and 3D divisions. Dodd also placed fourth at Nationals. That's our look at local sports, and we'll be back with a few final thoughts right after this.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Cool off at Southern Middle Tennessee's newest water park, Tullahoma's Splash Island. Fun for all ages. 3 25-foot water slides, lazy river, fun water features for toddlers, tasty food items available. All this and more, only $5 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 4 to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 to 6. Join the fun at Tullahoma's Splash Island.
You wanna dance?
Check out Stingray Music on TV. Now available, the new Stingray Music mobile app, free with your TV subscription. Stingray Music, all good vibes.
Miller Lite and Michelob Ultra invite you to celebrate America's independence at Tullahoma's Fraser McEwen Park, Wednesday, July 3rd. Gates open at 3 p.m. and world-class fireworks start at 9. This is a free event that has something for everyone. Live music from 6-wire and vinyl radio, a kids zone, petting zoo, food, fun, games, and more. The City of Tullahoma, Miller Lite, and Michelob Ultra invite everyone to Fraser McEwen Park, July 3rd for the Tullahoma Independence Day Regional Celebration. And don't miss the downtown after party at London's.
Welcome back. It's Monday, and that means it's time for our Facebook Friend of the Week. And this week it's Amy Beard. A big thanks to Amy for liking us on Facebook. And you could be our next Facebook Friend of the Week. Just search for us at TUA LightTube to stay up to date on all things happening in Tullahoma. And before we leave you, we'd like to thank our news team members, 93.9 The Duck, and your local newspaper, the Tullahoma News, for their help and support. And remember, if you'd like to be a part of our team, send an email to news@lighttube.net or just call our news hotline at 571-7186. And be sure to let us know about any upcoming activity, event, or story idea, and we'll do our best to get the word out. You can also like us on Facebook. Just search TUA LightTube, where we update you on the latest news and events. And that's going to wrap it up for this Monday edition of Tullahoma 6 News in HD. As always, we thank you for watching. We hope you will join us again on Wednesday, and have a great evening. We'll see you on Wednesday.